Morning, it's Sarah, and we are just about done with our baking series for Christmas, but I have my last 5 favorite things ready to go for you for the last 5 episodes of the Christmas baking series. And then I switched to comfort foods through the month of January, so that's going to be super fun. Today we're going to make Christmas magic cookie bars. So these are a super easy recipe loaded with chocolate chips, M&Ms, and they're super colorful. So, you know, that's what makes it really fun. So the first thing we need is graham crackers. So it's a graham cracker crust, and you need 12 graham crackers. So in each one there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9. So the first thing I do, because I'm gonna crush them, is I'm gonna crush them in the package, just a little bit. And I'm gonna use the cup just to help out with some of the breaking it up. Just makes it a little easy. And if you have any Christmas frustration, this is a great way to get it out. The Christmas frustration. We always have a little blow up around Christmas time around here. Mine was last night because Christmas is so incredibly stressful with all the baking and the presents, and Christmas is just can be a tough season for some people. So I went to go finish my Christmas shopping and I came back with nothing because everything is so expensive, and I just have such a hard time with that, and then I don't do anything. Okay, so then in the bottom of this, we want to crush these. So I use a cup. You can use a food processor. I didn't feel like getting mine out like this to do this. So we just want them crushed. I could have probably done this ahead of the video, but so just want them really crushed good. And like I said, if you have sore arms or wrists, definitely use a food processor. Okay, we're just about done. So basically, I think you can buy graham cracker crumbs too now, but we do a lot of s'mores here, so I had 2 full boxes of graham crackers that I wanted to use. Okay, so I've got my graham crackers crushed. All right, then we need 2 tablespoons of sugar. I forgot my tablespoons. Any of you know me, you know that I forget just about everything. Okay, so, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. 2 tablespoons of sugar. Just add it right in there. That's all the sugar you'll need. And butter, 9 tablespoons of butter, and make sure the butter is melted, not softened. You want it actually melted because we're making a crust for this. So mix that all together. Okay, so if you want your cookie bars to be nice and thin, use a 9x13 pan. I'm gonna use a 9x9 because I like them a little thicker. So you can do either or. If you think that they're too thick, use the 9x13. All right, so I'm gonna spray this. You can use parchment paper too, but I have just as good luck with the spray to get it out, like that. Okay. So now go ahead and put this coating at the bottom, like that. And we're gonna spread this out and we're gonna press it down. I'm gonna use my hands. I feel like that press is so much better. I'm gonna change my mind. I can do that because this is my home kitchen. I'm gonna go back to a 9x13. So ignore the 9x9. I just feel like that crust, now that I've got it in there, is gonna be too thick. So we're gonna go back to a 9x13. I'm not going to redo the video because of that. I feel like it's not going to cook as well because it's thicker than I haven't made these for about a year, so I kind of usually make them once a year. So I kind of thought that that would maybe be the case, but it's too thick. Okay, so spread that. So back to the 9x13. I'm going to adjust the recipe that I will post to a 9x13. That looks much better. It was way too thick in the other pan. Okay, so press that down like that. So that's gonna make our crust. We're not gonna bake that. Okay, now we're gonna take 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, not evaporated milk. Sweetened condensed. Open that up. And we're gonna pour this right over the crust. And most of you probably have all of this stuff in your pantry this time of the year. So we're gonna evenly pour that over. Grab a spoon. Like that. Okay, and we'll just spread it out really so that it's nice and even. If you missed any spots, like I missed this corner, you just want to make sure that without like disrupting the crust. So you gotta do it really lightly. All right, so we got that done. Now we're gonna add the topping. Okay. So now we're gonna add 3/4 of a cup of oatmeal, and we're sprinkling this over the whole top. So I've got a 1/2 cup here, so we're just sprinkling it over. Okay, that's a 1/2, up to 1/4. All right, so we got that done. Oops, wrong lid. Okay, then we're gonna do 1 1/3 cup of milk chocolate chips. Probably cut that a little wider. Okay, 1 1/3 cups. 1/2, just right over the top. Okay, so that's exactly what I had, was 1 1/3 cups. So we're gonna do milk chocolate. Got a few loose ones here. Okay, then we're gonna add white chocolate chips. About 1/3 cup of these. White chocolate isn't as nice and sweet, but it adds. Okay, and then you can add peanut butter chips if you would like. If you wanted to have 7 layers. And then 1 cup of the Holiday M&Ms. Just kind of put those over the top like that, and I'm totally estimating 1 cup. And this is what makes it so pretty. Okay, let's make sure we got those laid out good there. Okay, so we did all of that, and we are going to bake this for 25 minutes. And then we'll pull it out, and we're just gonna let you conserve it warm or at room temperature. They're definitely easier to get out of the pan at room temperature, but sometimes this is really good right out of the oven if you're have a bunch of guests or kids and they just wanna dig in right away. So I'm gonna show you what this looks like that. And I will show you exactly what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. So again, 25 minutes at 350 degrees. And then I'll be back to show you what it looks like when they're done. Okay, it's been 25 minutes, and so I'm gonna take the Christmas Magic Cookie Bars out of the oven. And this is what they look like, right out of the oven. Doesn't that look absolutely amazing? They're hot, so I'm gonna set them down. So this smells like oatmeal cookie, oatmeal chocolate. Actually, it smells like a monster cookie. That's exactly what this looks like. It feels like a monster cookie in a bar
form. So this is our Christmas magic cookie bars. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Like I said, I've got about 4 more recipes to go, and then I'm switching over to a comfort food series because we live in northern Minnesota, and we have to cook most of our stuff indoors now until about April. So I'm going to do a series on soups, meatloafs, meatballs, different types of casseroles. So if you're interested in that, definitely subscribe to my channel because there's a lot of really good food coming. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I think my neighbors are going to be happy that they're going to get some magic Christmas bars today. So thank you very much, and have a great holiday.